Hey y'all. It's like 1 in the morning. Usually I try not to give readings this late, but I guess whoever you are, you need to hear this message. It's imperative, I guess, for you to hear it. Um, I could be, it's not that could be. I'm more than likely talking to a collective that has either some of you, like, because I get half and half, some of you could already been on your awakening journey. So, like, you could have been um, a little bit past the activation stage, like, but you're still coming into new gifts and stuff like that. And then there's others that I sense here I could be talking to that you are at the beginning stages of activation. So there are some of you that have been activated and you've been on your path for a while now. And then the other half of you that I'm getting is you're at the beginning stages of activation, or you will be 111 on the timer. I also get like you're probably in the middle of your activation, or this has just started for some of you. Either way, there was a channeled message that the Holy Spirit, that I kept getting earlier, and the message was your gifts are coming in. Your gifts are happening at a accelerated speed. You are being activated. Do not allow this to make you afraid. Embrace it. This is part of your ascension. This is part of your awakening. Everything is happening on schedule as it is meant to happen in divine timing. So whoever you are, wherever 211 on the timer, 212 on the timer, whichever side of the fence that you find yourself on, like whether you are just now being activated or you've been on your path for a little while but you're still kind of new to everything. The collective I'm talking to is your gifts are being activated. There are some that's already been activated, and I'm getting 2, 3, 4 on the timer. And then there's some of you that haven't been fully, like all of your gifts have not been fully activated, or again, you're at the beginning stages of activation. Many of you might be, again, there's half and half to get here. For a portion of you, you might be struggling right now in terms of trying to understand your gifts, meaning like you're trying to train yourself in terms of how to manage these gifts. You could be a person that feels everything, like you're literally connected to everything, and sometimes that might be hard for you to depict, whether it is your emotions, your thoughts, etc., versus an individual or an energy that your senses are connecting to. And then others of you, so like on that first portion that I'm getting from some of you, you might be struggling trying to understand your gifts, trying to keep a healthy regimen in terms of like spiritual hygiene. You might be struggling just a little bit right now, but at the same time, it's like you're being your gifts are being amplified, so it's making it feels as if it's becoming 10 times worse to try to manage everything, whereas before, you could kind of handle some of it in terms of your gifts. But I feel like this is all happening in divine timing. Divine timing is at play, and you're right on schedule, where there's more gifts that your ancestors, that God is activating you for. So, it's happening as it should. And I feel like if you're struggling to try to understand your gifts, This might be a great time for you to go deep into meditation. Sit with yourself, sit with your, like tune in to your higher self, tune in to your spiritual team, and seek the guidance from the higher beings that walk with you as you go through your journey. And I can assure you that if you do that, if you practice doing that a lot of things will start to make sense. The guidance that you'll be given will be very helpful in terms of helping you to be able to manage everything, to keep the balance between your spiritual life and your personal life. And um, it'll help you be able to navigate better in terms of just life. 555 on a timer. Now, the other portion of you that I get here, if you haven't been fully activated yet, or you're at the beginning stages of being activated, your gifts might be terrifying the shit out of you. I could be talking to, um, like overall, a lot of you in this group that I'm connecting to, you're highly intuitive. So much so that the shit sometimes scares you in terms of how accurate you are when you're able to pick up on energy, people's thoughts. Some of you can hear people having conversations about you. Some of you can receive telepathic messages from, um, from yes higher beings. But like if someone's trying to communicate with you using telepathy, you're someone that can pick up on that, and you can communicate back if you wanted to put your energy into that. You could also be someone that is meant to be a Reiki healer, to where you can manipulate energy, but at the same time you can heal the energy of the collective with the proper training. 7-Eleven on a timer. Either way, I feel like this message overall, wherever you put yourself in this equation, I feel like the Holy Spirit wants you to prepare yourself. This is a time right now where you really need to remain grounded, because you are so sensitive to a lot of energy that's going on around you. Whoever you come into close contact with is very vital. They're telling me that you keep the spiritual boundaries up. Like your spiritual boundaries need to be up and very strong right now. You need to be very selective too, I'm hearing, in terms of who you allow into your inner circle, who you connect to. You also need to, especially if you're a person that is out in the workforce, right? It's imperative that you are very careful about allowing other people's energy to latch itself onto you. Because, my bad. Because especially if I'm just using, for example, if you are highly intuitive and you're an empath, meaning you can feel the emotions of others, you can sense when somebody's lying to you, you can feel what they feel and understand another person on that level, but through emotions. Some of you can actually hear, people's thoughts, or you can understand why a person is feeling a specific emotion as you're going through it with them, almost like it's happening to you, but it's not necessarily happening to it. It's just your senses are connecting to what is going on with that individual. But I feel like overall, this message is telling you to embrace what is happening. It is meant to happen this way. Also, there will be a lot of things, especially using your third eye. Those of you that are you're going through a third eye activation, especially if you're being activated for the first time, you are going to see things that you may not want to see, that the average Joe cannot see. And that might make you want to do one or two things. It may make you want to get into a depressional state, like to be in depression, or you might embrace it. You are being advised to try to embrace things that you see. You might be seeing things about your enemies, etc. Either way, this is happening as it should, and you're being advised to go with the flow. And if you need help, seek the